Hey guys, all right, so this will be our second workout of the week here. We are still in that maximum strength gain mode. We're doing 9 sets of 3 reps of 85% of your max. If you don't have a barbell, you're going to use individual dumbbells. Some variations in case you don't have heavy enough dumbbells. Would be, or maybe you have a barbell with not enough weight either. So variations of this that would still be a good workout is grab the heaviest weight you got and go pretty much maximum effort. We're going at a nice steady pace, right? We're not going to jerk it up. We're going nice and steady. 1,001, 1,001, 1,000, right? So nice steady pace. Pretty much until you feel like you can do 1 or 2 reps more. You're pretty much max effort on that, and that'll be your reps that you want to continue doing for the next 8 sets then. So something else to keep in mind with this is your body's, since we're going heavier weight, more maximum effort, we're probably going to need a little bit more time to recover, especially if you're doing the prescribed 9 sets of 3 reps at 85% of your max. But I need some time to heal with that. So this is actually where creatine comes in. A lot of guys, there's a lot of unhealthy creatines out there. There is a company that I like that would make some that we can talk about, but there's ATP stores in your body. It's like your body recharging electrically. This is why you see when you have these heavy lifts, guys take 3-minute breaks. They're building these stores back up. It's for safety as well, that way you're doing things correctly. But anyway, so that'd be one option. So we got 9 sets of 3, 85%, just as prescribed, or you can do 9 sets of whether it's dumbbells or barbell, a lighter weight, just as heavy as you got, if it's and do till you fail about, and then set that as your reps that you try to hold throughout the rest of the sets. The last thing would be time under tension, right? So you can grab an even lighter weight and you can go a nice steady movement for 45 seconds. So you can do that with a light weight. And so these are all beneficial as prescribed though, 9 sets of 3. So we are going to warm up a little bit. We're spending a lot of time doing movements, so I don't really want to spend a lot of time doing warm-ups if we don't need to, just the phase we're in. So what are we using today? Okay, so we're going to be rowing, so we're going to be using a lot of the muscles in our back and our shoulders, but to get in the position to do that, our lower back and our hamstrings have to be at least warmed up or stretched a little bit. So this is why I love the windmill, because it just hits all those things. So I don't know if I have room to do it real good in here, but you're just simply reaching down, reaching up. So that's warming up our shoulders. Our chest is opening up. We're getting a pull through our glute, through our hamstring. Our lower back's warming up. So do like 3 sets of 10 of those. Just do a really good job with that. And then I'd say get started. So we're doing all these sets. So your very first set, okay, we're going to get in position. I don't want to see your back rounded. I don't want to see it hyper arched either. I don't want to see a hyper flexion. I just want to see a nice neutral core. This is a good reason to have a mirror or a phone. If you see me looking at the phone real weird whenever I'm doing these, it's because I'm making sure that my positioning looks pretty good for you as an example. So pretty happy with that. I'm simply just rowing up and in, okay? Really simple. Your first set, maybe do like 50% of what you think you're gonna do, and second set, do like 75%, and then you're hopefully by your third set through your 9th set, you're at that actual weight, and you're gonna need to take a little bit of a break. And on your breaks, do a little bit of stretching of your hamstrings. Maybe do some air squats. Maybe do some lunge with a twist, because we are going to be doing some legs after this. So, all right, we got through that. I'm going to try to speed this up. I feel like I'm doing too much talking today. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to rotate our hands, and we're going to do reverse grip, Okay, this is going to be just a hypertrophy movement, so this isn't as heavy of a weight. We're going to do like sets of 8 to 10 reps. So find that weight that you can do 8 to 10 times. So it looks very similar. Again, if you're doing dumbbells, you would just be bent over, or you can be on a bench or a chair too, as your support. And so pretty simple, right? And then take about 30 seconds to a minute, and we're gonna do jumping squats. So the actual movement, the way we would do it if we're lifting together, is I would have, this would be a barbell with weights. I would clean it up, I would press it up, which I can't go all the way because of the ceiling. I come behind my head, very careful, because in your neck, if you break your C7 vertebrae, you'll be paralyzed. So there's people who injure themselves. So for today, what I would do is just rack it up, go under the rack, and then pick it up like you're squatting. But anyway, and then you're just gonna do jump squats. You're gonna sit down. You don't even have to go 90. I normally would, but I didn't stretch this morning, so my hips are really tight. And then you're just gonna make sure you don't hit my head. You're just gonna jump, catch. Okay, so as you jump, extend all the way up. Get that full extension off of the ground with your feet. So you're kind of jumping, feet are off. And you land toes first and back down. We're doing some shock absorption. We're not just landing flat on our heels. So it's a full extension. I'm in the air right now. As I land, toes first down. And then as I land, I'm not landing like this. My knees go forward, but my butt goes back. Okay, they're doing 5. So there you go. And then in between, you're going to do your bent over row again. So it's not a power performance. It's not as fast as you can go. There's weight for the jumping squat. So real power movements are usually like sets of 10, and they're like 50% of your body weight that you add on the bar. We're doing like sets of 5. So I'm gonna say I do like 50% of your max squat, probably, if that makes sense. So if someone could squat 200 pounds, they put 100 pounds total on their back and do it like that. So hopefully that makes sense. 9 sets of 3 with the rows, and then 9 sets of rotating. You're doing 8 to 10 reps of reverse grip row, and you're doing 5 reps of a jump squat, unless you want to go lighter weight and do like 50% of your body weight on top of the bar, and do sets of 10. So if you want to burn out biceps after that, this would be the day to do it. I did not. I was feeling pretty tired after that. So, all right, guys, thanks.